Hello students, once again welcome back to the class of physics. So in the previous lecture we studied what are semiconductors and what are insulators and what are conductors. So usually what happens, solids has been classified into three broad categories. One is conductor, insulator and semiconductors. That too based on what? One is conductivity and its resistivity. That value based on that it has been classified, and another one is what? Based on the band gap or energy gap. So what do you mean by energy bands? What do you mean by energy gap? And what is the value of energy gap in case of conductor, semiconductor and insulator? All those things we already studied, okay, in the previous lecture. Now we'll move on to the concept of semiconductor. So when you take the semiconductor, see, this semiconductor is nothing but, so whose conductivity lies between conductor. Semiconductor is a device whose conductivity lies between conductor and insulator. Okay, now this semiconductor has been classified into two main categories. One is intrinsic semiconductor and another one is extrinsic semiconductor. So what do you mean by intrinsic semiconductor and what do you mean by extrinsic semiconductor? That we will study. See, first of all, we'll see this later. Okay, first let me take what is intrinsic semiconductor. So this intrinsic semiconductor, it is the purest form of semiconductor. Purest form of semiconductor. So what do you mean by purest form or pure form of semiconductor, sir? It means what? It is not impure, that's it. Alva. Pure andre purest form alli ide andre ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ? Impure ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Correct ಅಲ್ವಾ? But ಆ ಥರ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. We have a meaning for this. First of all, if you want to define pure, you must know what is impure. Correct? So purest form ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೆಮಿಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So we are not going to add any impurities to this particular type of semiconductor. So hence that is the reason why we call these semiconductors are intrinsic semiconductor, or in other words the purest form of semiconductor. So here in this case no impurities were added, no impurity. Okay, so if you take this semiconductor, that we are going to get in the purest form. So that is what we called as intrinsic semiconductors. Okay, so ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ example ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ, so we have an example called silicon, germanium and so on. Okay, silicon, germanium, these are all the examples for purest form of semiconductors, or in generally intrinsic semiconductors. And we have an intrinsic semiconductor, then why we need extrinsic semiconductors, sir? Okay, see, this intrinsic semiconductors, or they are acts as an insulator at a temperature T is equals to 0 Kelvin. I'll tell you why. Okay, before that, see, if you increase the temperature here, if you increase the temperature also, the conductivity of this intrinsic semiconductor, or if you increase the voltage, the conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor will not change up to the mark. It will not change up to the mark. That means there is no change in the value of conductivity, even though if you increase the temperature, obviously changes, but not up to the mark. Okay, so voltage also, if you increase the voltage, okay, increase in the temperature, or instead of that we can apply increased voltage. What happens because of that? does not increase the conductivity significantly. That means not up to the mark. So that is the reason why we are not using this in our normal electronic devices. Okay, so practically they are not used in the manufacturing devices. During manufacturing of semiconductor, these intrinsic semiconductors are not used. Okay, so now as I told you, at 0 Kelvin, this intrinsic semiconductor acts as an insulator. Okay, so this is the condition, and we have a concept called holes. See, in this semiconductor chapters, if you want to understand the concept, if you want to understand the entire chapter, you have to learn two important concepts. One is, what is conduction band, valence band, what are holes, and what are electrons. That's it. Okay, if you understand that, then everything will be easy. Rest of the topics you can easily do. So this holes, what do you mean by holes? Okay, so if you take this intrinsic semiconductor, we took as an example of silicon or germanium. Okay, I'll write the structure of this. So this silicon or germanium has 4 valence electrons in the outermost orbit, or you can take silicon or germanium has 4 valence electrons in the outermost orbit. So these 4 valence electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 valence electrons in the outermost orbit. So these 4 valence electrons will combine with the neighboring silicon or maybe germanium atom. So these 4 valence electrons will combine with the neighboring silicon or germanium atom as it is shown in the figure. Just see, observe the figure carefully. So silicon, either you can take it as silicon or maybe germanium. It has 4 valence electrons in the outermost orbit. So these 4 valence electrons will share with the neighboring atom and it will make a bond. So this is called as, see, now it is completely filled. So this is what we call as covalent bond. Covalent bond. So now, as you know, intrinsic semiconductor is the purest form of semiconductor. Okay, silicon or maybe germanium has only 4 valence electrons in the outermost orbit and they will combine together and they will make a bond. Correct. So that is what we called as covalent bond. So now at t is equals to 0, t is equals to 0. See, we have an energy band diagram. Energy band, correct. So this is what valence band, this is what conduction band. So in the valence band, it has completely filled electrons, in the valence band when temperature T is equals to 0 Kelvin. So the electrons which are present in the valence band, they will not get. So when will be the this device will conduct? Only when this valence electron will move to the conduction band. When it moves to the conduction band, then only it conducts. So at 0 Kelvin, so these electrons, they don't have enough or sufficient energy to move to the conduction band. So that's the reason why it will not conduct. ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಹೀಟ್, ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ T is equals to 0 Kelvin ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆನ್ T is greater than 0 Kelvin, when temperature is started to increases, then what happens, the electrons which are present in the conduction band will goes to the valence band. The electrons which are present in the conduction band will goes to the valence band will goes to the conduction band with leaving some empty space ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 10 ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಆ 10 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಂಟಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೋಲ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಲ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, so the electrons which are present in the valence band will goes to the conduction band. So this is what we called as holes. I hope now we understood. What do you mean by holes? Holes are nothing but what? When an external energy, or when you increase the temperature of a semiconductor or intrinsic semiconductor, what happens? So this intrinsic so the electrons which are present in the valence band will move to the conduction band while leaving an empty space. That is what we called as hole. Okay, so ಅದು ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So there is no free electrons here to conduct. So that is the reason why when you increase the temperature, this covalent bond will break up. Break ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, that will goes to the conduction band with leaving this space called as holes. So this is the concept of holes. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂತು holes ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so here we have a reason. Okay, when temperature T is greater than 0 Kelvin, some electrons from the valence band gains energy and they move to the conduction band. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of holes in the valence band is equals to number of electrons in the conduction band. This is very very important. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the ratio, the concentration, what we can say, the number of holes is equals to number of electrons, where in the case of intrinsic semiconductors. Okay, so here what happens, this hole and electron concentration, or we can say ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, in other words, yeah, can take like that only. Number of holes is equals to number of electrons. Okay, so this is the condition for what? Intrinsic semiconductor. It's the purest form of semiconductor when the temperature is increased. Because of that, in the valence band, the electrons which are present in the valence band, they'll gain energy and they'll move to the conduction band with leaving some space, some empty space. That is what we call as holes. Okay, so this is all about the concept of intrinsic semiconductor. And remember this one, the concentration of number of holes is equals to number of electrons. This is also we can write it as intrinsic ratio. Okay, so Ni. So this is all about the concept of intrinsic semiconductors. Okay, so just go through with this video and try to understand what is intrinsic semiconductor and this one. Why you took, sir? Because there are 8 electrons in the germanium or silicon atom. Sorry, in the silicon atom there are 8 electrons. So these 8 electrons will share with the neighboring element, neighboring germanium atom, or if you take silicon or silicon atom. So then what happens? They'll make a covalent bond. Okay, so they'll share with the neighboring atom, germanium atom, they'll make a covalent bond. So that is what we called as intrinsic semiconductor. So if you want to conduct this, what happens? We need to break this covalent bond. So when you break the covalent bond, the one electron will leave this place with leaving this empty space. Okay, this empty space, what we are going to get here, that is what we called as holes. So this is a concept of holes. Just go through with that. If you have any doubts, you can ask. In the next video, we'll see what is extrinsic semiconductor.